guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not a date or time specific reading. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. If you're here as a cross watcher, welcome. Sometimes the messages come through more directly for your experience in the connection. That's fine as well. It's just energy we're talking about here. Let's see. I wanted to let you know what's coming up in the cosmos, though. We have already passed the full moon in Scorpio with a lunar eclipse. That was May 5th. What's happening right now is Venus is changing signs. That's a personal planet. She's moving out of Gemini and into Cancer. So for the next 3.5 weeks, our emotional body is deeply tender and vulnerable. So please be gentle with yourself. If things rise up in terms of matters of the heart and you have an overly emotional response to it, be mindful of where that's coming from. Our love language is more in the realm of care and nurturance. And if we're not getting it outside of ourselves, we have to be able to offer it to ourselves. So I just wanted to give you that heads up. We also have Mercury stationing direct on the 14th, 15th of May. So that will be very helpful. But the next week could be a little tender and vulnerable. Last, notice private readings are available again. So here's what you want to do. If you're interested in seeing what it's all about, in the description box below this video, you got to scroll past the link to the extended and it'll say private readings. And that link, I have come to discover, is not user-friendly from a cell phone. So you'll want to wait until you get to a laptop, desktop, or even a tablet. For example, it worked from my iPad, but not from my iPhone. Some people have gotten through, and that's great. And here's how you'll know if you're in the right place. If you get to an old grainy video where I'm pointing like this and it looks like a really bad video, you're in the wrong place. That's my old page, and I don't know why people are being directed there, but it seems to happen 100% of the time from a cell phone. You'll know you're in the right place because the video is more updated and clear, and there's information below it, okay, that tells you what the offer is, because I only have one reading available, and what the details are and the booking process. So you're not clicking on a date on a calendar. It's first come, first serve, because it's pre-recorded, not live. So you're waiting to see little white boxes with time slots. And that's what you're clicking on to book yourself a reading. So I'm just giving you that heads up. If there are no little white time slots next to the calendar, that means I'm temporarily sold out. But spots are released as they become available. The calendar automatically does that. All right. So you may want to pin the tab, pin it to your tabs and check back daily. That's it. Let's jump in. Pulling from Dragon Oracle. Let's get a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Source Dragon attunes you to the infinite. Be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. Source Dragon. This is your connection to Source. Be in the moment. Not easy for Virgos to do. Guilty as charged. But it's attuning you to the infinite possibilities. That was actually, one of my words for 2023 was infinite possibilities. So that really speaks to me. You don't want to see the glass half empty. You want to not see it half full. You want to see it overflowing. Okay. Here we go, Virgo. I'm going to pull the cards. I'll give you my impressions and then we'll fine tune it with some clarifiers. Let's see where this takes us. Well, I hate ending on a 3 of Swords. So before I even speak to the rest of the spread, we're looking down the road, this is in the outcome position, for a way to have this, these 3 swords fall out. So we're we're going to see with the clarifiers, but it seems to me that there's some serious healing needed here. In this connection, you're kind of entering the reading here with some fear and apprehension, and the challenge, it would normally be like this, is the 3 of Cups, which is about reconciliation, a cause for celebration, coming back together, feeling joyous and joyful. And that's something you're working through in your unconscious awareness. 8 of Pentacles is talking about, focusing on creative solutions to a problem that exists in the past. We have some in and out energy of the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of passion here, but not a lot of staying power. I have my reasons for saying that. And right here in your conscious awareness, that Knight of Swords, that's the desire to clear the air, or to speak truth to power, or to get some truth, right? The knights make offers. So to me, the Knight of Swords is the one that takes the initiative to speak the truth, to clear the air. Sometimes it's tension and anger, right? All the cards have reversed energy, so there could be some temper and resentment and anger building here as I go along. We'll see with the clarifiers. But look, going forward, King of Pentacles, this is the energy I think that you're after. Not wanting the in and out in the moment, wanting something more stable that shows up for you in 3D, that has the staying power that has eluded you. Spirit's talking to you about this as a matter of choice and reminding you of free will. You can't just be the only side of this connection and soul bond that chooses the connection. It has to be chosen by your divine counterpart as well. But that is a card of reunion or union of your soul. So we've got some options here. Now in the hidden energies, we've got the Hermit. This is Virgo's energy, but it can also be that whoever this is off the grid and is unavailable. It could be that they are seeing you as unavailable or unapproachable for some reason, hard to reach, get through to. In your hopes and or fears, the Page of Cups. So really hoping for a kind word, maybe a message of love or apology. And then we have this 3 of Swords going forward. So don't get too wrapped up in that. I know how everybody reacts. We'll get there when we get there. But I'm feeling like there are some old wounds here that we're trying to clear up, work through, move through, speak to, give voice to, and get some resolution or reconciliation around. That's my general take. And now the clarifiers will make a liar out of me. Moon and the 3 of Cups. There's our King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Magician. So here's what's incompatible here, is the clarifiers are talking to what it is that you seek, which is something more stable, predictable, someone who shows up for you here at this moment in this incarnation. In terms of potential life partnership, doesn't necessarily mean it's on the path to marriage, but something that just shows up so that you're living in the moment as a couple. That they get it, that they're as invested as you are. That's what you want. That's what you're calling in. We have 2 manifestation cards here with the 3 of Wands. It's that anticipation, and underneath an unconscious awareness, some energy of manifestation. But that is incompatible with the moon. Okay? And I'll tell you why. Because the moon it can be our intuition, but I feel like it's coming through more as apprehension, uncertainty, fear, right? So if the dominant energy is fear-based, if the dominant energy is apprehensive, that's what the universe is going to give you. So this is something that has to be worked on. And I'm saying it because what's crossing you here is your desire for some kind of reconciliation, your desire for a cause for celebration, your desire for this person to show up for you and for you to get the situation and the relationship back on track. But you're leading with a lower vibrational energy at this moment, with a lot more, apprehension about it. I don't think you're you're fearful of this person. I think you're fearful that what it is you're trying to manifest isn't going to happen. And we can't manifest from that energy. It's just not possible. It's incompatible. So that's something you may want to focus on. Now, in your unconscious awareness, you get brownie points here. 8 of Pentacles is that energy of, I got to come up with a creative solution to this problem. I'm really focusing on it in my unconscious awareness even. I'm aware this is going to take some work. Wow, right? Especially if you are thinking of the future. So this is a focus on your future, and we've got the Hanged Man here, and then underneath is the King of Swords. And to some degree, I feel like this is representational of some stagnant energy. Your King of Swords here underneath may not be real approachable. They may be hot and cold, because I'm feeling the hot coming from the Knight of Wands, and then the cool, distant, aloof energy coming from a King of Swords, and that Hanged Man. It's like as you're trying to focus on the future, to focus on that manifestation of someone who comes in and that you can have a long-term life partnership with, or just even a long-term relationship with at this point, there's something kind of holding that up. It's like being in the Matrix a bit. So I am feeling some stagnation that you're trying to work through. The Knight of Wands in the past. King of Cups, the Fool, Justice. Yeah, I feel it's, there's a lot of love and passion here. And I feel like this person that you're dealing with, I feel both of you kind of just go all in. In the moment, decisions are made. In the heat of passion, choices are made, but they don't seem to kind of hang around a lot. So there's, with the Justice card coming from your unconscious awareness, it feels like things have been out of balance, that there's been some measure of unfairness. And it may be that this is the keeper of your heart, King of Cups, right? The one you love, the one you adore. And so you're sort of at the mercy of their whims, or you have been, because this is the past we're looking at. You have been somewhat at the mercy of their whims, and that feels patently unfair and unbalanced justice, right? Meaning not just. So let's look at the Knight of Swords in your conscious awareness. Yeah, you're coming in with a question here, like, is this person going to return? Or, is there any hope for an offer from their heart, some measure of love and happiness coming toward me? I'm seeing that Knight of Swords coming in more as a result of your question. Is there an like the Page of Swords is what's speaking to me more. It's coming through like your curiosity about whether or not you can clear the air, whether or not this person will come in to clear the air, to speak some truth, to offer some explanations, to offer their heart sort of on a silver platter, and for everything to be sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops. So there is this Page of Swords energy, which to me is the spire detective of the tarot, like you're ferreting out the information. You want the clear energy between you. You don't want this sort of hazy, foggy, right? This is Neptune's energy, the fog machine, Hanged Man energy. You're looking for some momentum, for some forward motion that paves the way for something a lot more, if not romantic, just more loving and fulfilling. So King of Pentacles in the future. Queen of Pentacles, King of Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and I feel like there may be an opportunity, at least this is the energy that's being held open for the two of you, King and Queen of Pentacles. Now we're talking about life partnership here in 3D, which is something with, you've got the Eight of Pentacles underneath with the 10, and there's the Eight of Pentacles again, to work out a relationship that's reciprocal, that you both are invested in 100%, 100%. and that there's normal give and take, that it's not one-sided. So I feel like that energy will be available to you. It wouldn't show up if it wasn't. Again, it's a matter of choice because we all have free will. So I am seeing the potential that some of you may be able to work through it and get past this stuck, stagnant energy. Let's see what Spirit has to say with the Lover's card. What she said. Yeah, Spirit's saying she got it right. It has to be chosen. You have to choose this connection. You both have to choose it. But I'm seeing the power of the connection. Once you choose each other, Spirit doubled down on that, you can move beyond all the turbulence, get to calmer waters, and leave what no longer serves you behind. Leave behind the worry, let's say. Leave behind the fear, let's say. Okay? Leave behind the frustration, let's say. So I do feel with the 8 of Cups underneath, Spirit saying you're going to have this opportunity, should you both choose it, to kind of get to smooth sailing and leave the things that you've already kind of moved through on an emotional level that you don't, the emotional stuff you don't need to carry forward. You can leave that behind and continue on your journey. The Hermit in our hidden energy. Well, this is either this person being uncertain of how to reach you, because you may be off the grid from a past experience of feeling set up, defeated, manipulated. If you are not the Hermit, because Hermit is Virgo energy, this person, if they're the one in hiding, and that's kind of how you see the situation, they're on the fence as to what to do next, right? The 2 of Pentacles is like, assessing realities in real time and sort of being torn as to what decision is best. And with that 5 of Swords underneath, to me is the reference to something in the past that wasn't fair, right? Because with the 5 of Swords, this is not fair and balanced. It's an imbalance. Someone has the upper hand. It can kind of come through as like someone who plays a zero-sum game, meaning, they're out to win it and they don't care who they cut down. So if this is part of your experience of the past, this person is either trying to sort through whether or not they should come towards you, or they're seeing you as largely unavailable or unapproachable is the better word because of the 5 of Swords. So it's definitely being taken into consideration regardless of whose energy is the Hermit. Page of Cups in your hopes and fears. Right. Yeah. So your hopes are that you get that message of love or apology for said conflict. We now have the 2 5s, the 2 5s that are more about tension. Right? Your hope is that you get some cooperation and co-creative energy going, that it sort of puts you back on the path of friendship at the very least. The 3 of Pentacles always feels like friendship to me, and there's our divine masculine, right? And you kind of know they have to take that step. I'm just saying that because I feel like I'm talking to a feminine about a masculine, whether you're here as the Virgo or not. And that's just how it's coming through. It comes through that way a lot. 90% of my viewers happen to identify as divine feminine. That is not a gender-based thing either. You can be a woman identifying as divine masculine, a man identifying as divine feminine. We all have both energies within, and one is usually more dominant at any given point in time. So I feel like part of your hope is that this person will sort of take the initiative, Emperor, to redress the situation, to smooth over the conflict, to make nice. Okay? So 3 of Swords. There's the healing. Should said person come toward you and take the initiative, it will go a long way to reestablishing contact, to lightening the energy. There's the healing of the broken heart. And look who shows up, King of Wands. Now, that's Leo energy, but regardless of the sign of the person you're here watching about, for or about, the King of Wands sets it in motion. I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine. They take action, they don't hesitate, and they're carrying that wand, and things can be reignited. And I feel like that 3 of Swords is essentially coming through reversed. I was hoping to see a healing card, and Spirit did not disappoint. So healing is on the menu, guys, and it's a process. Overall, when I look at this reading, I don't see things moving super fast. Yes, is the Knight of Swords fast? He is, but the Knight of Cups is slower, more moderate. Cups is months. Okay, then I got a ton of Pentacles here. Pentacles is like things unfolding over years. Now you have to think about your own connection. How much time has already passed? And that can be factored in, so to speak. But I am seeing a lot of energy that seems to be a little bit more moderate. A little bit more things coming in. I'm just going to call it within a matter of months. That's how it's coming through. But everyone's different. Remember, you have to choose it. So let me give you the astrology. Before I do that, there's a link in the description box in the first sentence that will take you to the extended. And we're going to be looking at this Emperor here, how they show up, what's their take on this situation at this time, how do they see things, how do they see you, think about you, or feel about you at this moment, and what are their intentions toward you and or the connection going forward. And I'll close out with some oracle. So here's what we've got. We've got the Moon, Pisces energy. King of Pentacles out twice is Taurus. We have a lot of energy in Taurus right now. The Magician is Mercury, which rules Virgo and Gemini. Hanged Man is Neptune, which rules Pisces. King of Swords is Aquarian energy. Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. King of Cups is Scorpio. The Fool is the planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius. And we've got Justice, which is Libra. In your conscious awareness, we've got Gemini here. That Knight of Swords is Gemini. The Page is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Lots of air energy. Knight of Cups is Pisces. Moving a little slower still, we've got the Queen of Pentacles now, which is Capricorn. And then we've got the Lovers twice, more Gemini. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo. And Page of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Emperor is Aries. We've got the Star, which is more Aquarian energy. And we close out with our friend Leo here, the King of Wands. So that's what I have for you, my loves. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.